This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
What's next for Luger is a tag team with Barry Wyndham. They're put together and they're going to challenge Arn and Tully for the NWA tag team titles at Clash of the Champions. But of course, as you know, Wyndham's going to turn on Luger in a match. Arn and Tully get the titles back, and now Barry Wyndham is joining the Horsemen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk and debate about, especially in this era, three guys, Sting, Luger, and Wyndham. Who was ready? When were they ready? Lots of people were debating, hey, Flair's time is up. We need to try this. And of course, eventually they wind up trying all three. I think by the time they actually gave Barry a shot in 93, maybe, the fandom and the support that Barry had from the late 80s was gone, or not maybe what it once was. But do you think if you had to go back in time, you would have done it any differently, or would you have kept the belt on Flair the whole time?
Well, I'm a Flair guy, so I probably would have kept the belt on Flair, all the while knowing that he's not going to be a heel much longer because he's beloved. He's like the old pair of house shoes.
Yeah.
Here's a good clickbait for you, Conrad. Ross calls Flair old pair of house shoes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I'll help you out there, guys. Click your ass off. You leeching motherfucker. I'm going to go with what brought me to the dance. But if you're asking about skill sets and in-ring abilities,
Wyndham,
hands down.
Yeah.
Wyndham going into the Horsemen made that a awesome group. Just an awesome group, in my view. They had chemistry. All those guys could wrestle, could work. I just loved it. I think I love, that was my favorite incarnation of the Horsemen, the Barry Wyndham in the group. Because I knew no matter what match I was going to call that they were involved in, it would have quality. It would be logical, make sense. And Barry at one time was, Conrad, look, I don't know how old you were at that point in time, but at one time, man, Barry Wyndham was considered as good as there was.
Yeah. In 86, 87, a lot of people thought he might be the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah. I liked Barry in that group a lot. And to me, if the Office had thought that Barry was a little bit more reliable, because Barry was a kind of a maverick. Barry would have very easily been my choice to take the spot from Flair, at least for a while.
Right.
Because you knew that the main events are going to be outstanding. Nobody's Nate, but Barry Wyndham was damn sure close to it.
Well, what's next is Luger and Sting team together to win the Crockett Cup. They beat Arn and Tully in the finals. At this point in real life, are Sting and Lex best of friends? I mean, we know later they're going to own a gym together in Atlanta and be big buds. But is that already the case here in early 88?
I'm not sure. It wouldn't surprise me. So I would venture to say yes, they were buddies because they both loved to work out and train. They were both gym guys. Hence what you just said, they invested in a gym, Main Event Fitness, there in Atlanta at one point in time. So I would say I'm not sure about the answer, but I'm guessing yes. They had a lot in common. The age thing, experience level, all those things. And Sting was another guy that was a little bit like Lex in the sense that at one point, all of a sudden, boom, he explodes, and he's given a huge push. When one could argue that Sting wasn't quite ready for that push either. But sometimes you get called into duty and you got to go play. So it seemed like it worked out the best for everybody along the way. But I think those guys are both. Neither guy was were big drinkers. They weren't. I don't know that they were drug guys whatsoever. Party drugs.
Right. I know what you mean.
So I think that they probably were buddies. They had too much in common. That subsequently led to a business relationship.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.